Hey guys, what's up? The Saiyan17 here, back with another video. And as everyone knows by now, there is a new Dragon Ball Z game finally coming out, which is going to be called Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. So this video is actually going to be me talking about my thoughts on the game as of right now. So far, the only thing we've actually seen is the trailer and a few screenshots or scans from the V-Jump magazine. Now before we get started, let me point this out. Ever since Zenkai Battle Royale came out in Japan, if you don't know what Zenkai Battle Royale is, it's the arcade version. It's the arcade game in Japan for Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, ever since that came out, I've always been wanting a DBZ game where we could just fly around the map with like 4 people and fight each other. But I really thought the new Dragon Ball Z game that was going to come out was going to be Raging Blast 3, and thank God it's not. I really like the fact that it's not Raging Blast 3 because I've actually had enough of that series. I don't like it anymore. Now, the game we've actually got, Battle of Z, is something completely new. It's similar to Zenkai Battle Royale, but it's not exactly. But so far what we've seen is that we can play 4 players co-op or versus, or we can even do 4 versus 4 online battles, which is awesome, so we can have 8 people fighting at the same time on one stage, which is really damn cool. Now, I don't think I've ever seen a fighting game do that before. Another thing from the trailer, it looks like the maps are going to be huge, because obviously you're going to have 4 people or 8 people fighting at the same time, so you're going to need plenty of room to fly around and blast each other. So I really like this because it fits Dragon Ball Z. This game seems like it's gonna, capture the larger scale fights of Dragon Ball Z, like how they are in the anime. And to me, this game looks like an updated version of Zenkai, but it's made for consoles. It's not a direct port. It's like an updated version. They fixed a lot of things and updated a lot of things. And another really cool thing about this new game is that the giant boss fights from the trailer that we saw, of like co-op boss fights against Great Ape Vegeta or Ozaru Vegeta, that looked really fun. And the first thing that actually caught my attention in the trailer was when you see Goku flying. I thought the flying animation looked really beautiful. Now I know it's not a big deal, but it looked really cool. Now I'm someone who's been playing Dragon Ball Z games for a very long time. I've been playing every single Dragon Ball Z game that basically ever came out. The games I played the most were obviously on the PlayStation 2, the Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi series. But after playing those games, all the games started to go downhill of the current gen, like all the PS3 and 360 games, the Raging Blast, the Ultimate Tenkaichi, and I kind of lost interest. But now this new game looks like it's going to change things. Now I'm going to say this right now. I think that this game might be the best current gen Dragon Ball Z game ever made. Now this game is actually being developed by a different team called Art Dink, and from what I've heard, I think it's been in development for about 2 years because we never got a Dragon Ball Z game last year. And I love the fact that they're revamping the entire Dragon Ball Z style and the games that we have come to know, and this is going to be a fresh new start, and I think this will really put Dragon Ball Z games in the proper direction and fix a lot of mistakes that they've made in the past. I think that this game is going to save Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z games have been really bad in the past few years, so I definitely think Dragon Ball Z really needs this in order to put itself back where it was before. Now, one more thing that I saw in the trailer was that the trailer only went up to the Frieza. Or it only went up to Frieza Saga or whatever. So I do hope that this game does cover the entire Dragon Ball Z storyline, which I think it will, because at the end they did show Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan God is after Kid Buu, so I think this game will cover until the end the whole Dragon Ball Z storyline. But I would also love to see some Dragon Ball GT. I actually want to see everything. I want to see Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. That would be pretty sweet. I mean, I know Dragon Ball GT is not canon, but come on. Super Saiyan 4 is pretty damn cool, and we haven't gotten any GT characters except for Gogeta and Omega Shenron in the current gen DBZ games. So I hope this game does have a huge roster like Tenkaichi. Like Tenkaichi 3, and really refreshes the Dragon Ball Z game series, because from what I see, this game has the potential to be something big. And one more thing I want to talk about is the graphics. I don't know why people are complaining, saying the graphics look bad. It's not the graphics fault, it's the art style. The art style is a bit different. and I think it actually looks perfectly fine, because you have to remember that the scale of the game is way bigger, so you can't have these amazing graphics when you have 8 characters flying around a huge map, blasting each other all like fast pace and stuff. That it just can't happen. So I actually really like the new cell shaded art style. It reminds me of the old Budokai games and the Budokai HD collection, like with the shiny clothing and stuff. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this game, and I can't wait until it comes out. But you guys should leave your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe if you haven't already, because when this game comes out, when this game comes out, I will be putting tons and tons of gameplay and all commentaries and all that fun stuff for you guys on YouTube. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.